In the hospital, Taehyung's POV. It's been 2 hours that she's inside, in the operation room, all alone, fighting for her life. Why can't I give her my life? Will I ever see her again? Just come back once, wine, only once. I'll hug you close and never let go, I swear. I hope that all of this turns out to be a nightmare. Please wake me up. I can't fight anymore. I had never believed in destiny or fate before this. But this time, I do. Please, whoever is writing our destiny, please write her in mine. Otherwise, and me too. I don't want to breathe a second without her. Author's POV. Taehyung, Jimin and Bella were standing in the lobby, in front of operation room, waiting with bated breath. Jake and Yuqi were getting treated in other room. Right now, they were out of emergency, but they were on sedatives. Taehyung was walking back and forth in tension. He refused to get his wounds treated, and who can rule over him except his wine? Bella was crying and praying as doctor said that wine is in critical condition right now. Taehyung abruptly turned, faced Jimin and grabbed him by his collars. Why did you brought her here? Yelled loudly and jerked Jimin lightly. I did not fight back. Then why didn't you stop her? Eyes got teary. Jimin didn't reply as he understood that his friend is going through the worst stage of his life. I drove her there. She loves you. How could she let you go? She had been like this since forever. She never allows her loved one to suffer. Instead, she takes the suffering herself, said while staring aimlessly at the ground. Taehyung's lips quivered as he looked at Bella. He was silently attempting to swallow his tears. Jimin hugged Tae and Tae broke into tears and cried on his soulmate shoulder. Door opened and doctor came out of the operation room. Taehyung broke the hug with Jimin and quickly made his way over to doctor. Is she okay? Asked in panic. Can't say anything. Tae pulled out the and pointed at doctor's head while grabbing doctor's collar with other hand and violently jerked him towards himself. I dare you to finish this sentence. For the past 2 hours, I have been hearing the same shit. If you can't save her, then I can guarantee your safety. Doctor was startled and visibly shivering as Taehyung uttered a deep, strangely calm thought while maintaining a direct eye contact. In an effort to calm Taehyung down, a breath, Jimin placed a hand on his shoulder. Sir, we'll try our best, while quivering in Tae's grip and horrifiedly glancing at the gun pointing at his heart. Tae left his collar with a hard jerk and gestured him to go away with his. He rubbed his face in frustration and stood right in front of the room door staring at it blankly, being a mess from inside. After 2 hours, Taehyung made a team of top medical professionals fly to Korea from various countries. They were able to remove the bullet and stop the bleeding. Despite the bullet depth, surprisingly no serious organs damage was done. He was still receiving intense medical care. Next 12 hours were crucial because if Ryan did not wake up, then she might slip into a coma. After 10 hours, time to leave. I can't shake this feeling. What if I had acted a second sooner? What if I had shielded her better? What if? Ironic, isn't it? When my heart is racing, but hers is struggling to beat. I heard sound of heavy footsteps in the empty lobby, and my head snapped in the direction of sound. My heart rate spiked at the sight of JK and Yuqi. What are you doing here? I asked JK as they were not supposed to be there. They were not in good condition. JK eyed Yuqi, drew closer to me and said in low voice, "She caused a huge chaos in the room. She wanted to be near her sister. They let her be as her mental state is not good." Just nodding, I observed Yuki blankly standing in front of emergency room with the help of canes, waiting for her sister like it wait for their mother to pick them up from school. Aimless, clueless, helpless, just like me. You are the same guy who dropped her at home once. Are you her boyfriend? Inquired Tai coldly without looking at him or moving from her place. I was taken aback by her question. I don't think she would like to call me her boyfriend. She took a bullet for you. She would love to call you hers. Stated calmly with surety as she is assured that Wine will survive, which strangely consoled Tai's burning heart. Suddenly, a nurse came out. Miss Wine showed a movement. Hopefully, she will wake up soon. Hearing this news made me feel as if heaven had been declared for a sinner like me. I let out a breath that I had been holding unknowingly, and my tense muscle relaxed a bit. A huge smile made its way across my face, and I enthusiastically hugged JK while he patted my back happily. Can we meet her? Asked with hope. Once she regains consciousness, doctors are running some tests on her. Yuqi nodded and JK pushed me vibrating hug. Where is Jimin and Mine's friend? Feeling the changes. Chapter 2 Wars, Author's POV. Vine woke up and was greeted by everyone, but that one person did not show up for whom she was waiting anxiously. Looking at Vine's restlessness, Yuqi said, "Your lover boy is scared to face you, feeling guilty for not being able to protect you." Kept hugging Vine's side like a koala while laying with her. "What rubbish. I literally fought with death to live with him, and he's not even showing up," said irritatingly in her weak, hoarse voice while laying on bed straight facing the ceiling. Everyone in the room laughed as they can't believe that this was the same girl who was dying a moment ago. "Hold on. Yuki, what are you doing here? You should be getting treated, and you too," angrily gazed at both of them. "Now you are behaving more like my mother-in-law than my sister-in-law." "Who knows, I might become one day," playfully said while eyeing Yuki, considering Yuki as a daughter. "Yeah, you took too long to wake up. We got treated, we even got married and had kids," stated with straight face while JK's cheeks turned bright red after hearing Yuki. Shockingly looked at Yuki and innocently asked, "Oh, what year is it?" Everyone laughed again, making Vine realize that Yuki was joking. Everyone stopped laughing and left the room one by one as someone knocked and entered the room. "How are you feeling?" Feeling nervous all of a sudden. "Who are you?" "What do you mean?" "Mister, who are you and what are you doing here?" asked Henry and about to move the stop and groaned in pain. Sai rushed toward her and held her shoulders with his shaky hands while his tears threatened to fall. "Kim Vine, I'm your legal husband," attempted to persuade her. "Husband? Ah," put her hand over her head and groaned in pain. "If you can't remember, then it's okay. Don't pressurize yourself. I'm no one." Yes, crazy for you. Wiped her tears due to love interviews. Huh? That was your punishment for not coming early to meet me. Chuckled by looking at his face. Sorry. Looked down and sat on the chair beside her bed, holding her hair and gently grazing it with his thumb. Confess your love instead and I might forgive you. Marry me? Aren't you already my legal husband? Acted surprised. I want to have my dream wedding with you. Court me then. We are still on that stage? Asked confused. Come closer. He confusingly obliged and brought his face nearer. More. He drew his face more close and felt something soft against his. Yes, that's right. Our bold wine made a bold move. His eyes widened, but he was quick to return the love which wine was showering on him. She parted away and went back on the seat for the chair and felt her gold wine just laughed at his cuteness. Now you know on what stage we are at, asked while staring at him, who was being a blushing mess. You are being so shy like a baby girl because of a kiss. What will happen to you on our first night? Aish! Hid his face in his hands and both burst out laughing. I had flashback of forgetting her and his laughter faded. Face abruptly lost its smile and expressions became dull all of a sudden. Why did you do that? Did we prank? Why did you took the bullet? That bullet was going to touch what's mine. And let me tell you, Kim, I'm a very possessive person. How could I let that happen? I felt hot all of a sudden and gulped hard, avoiding eye contact, while Ryan just giggled, enjoying the sight of his flustered state. They both stopped their split session as they heard a knock and someone entered. How are you feeling, daughter? A sweet voice echoed in the room, and Taehyung immediately stood up and hugged the person while Vian looked shocked and embarrassed. She broke out of the trance and tried to bow while seated, upon which that person stopped her and embraced her. Great to finally meet my son's love. Break the hug and pat her head. Sorry. Look down embarrassed. Well, our Vian had conned Mrs. Kim in the past. The scamming company assigned her the task of selling fake products to Mrs. Kim, which Vian did. So now Vian was scared and embarrassed to face Mrs. Kim, as she didn't know that her future mother-in-law would be someone who was her target in the past. Well then, Vian, you really know how to F things up. I am sorry. Still looking down, pouting sadly. Why are you sorry, dog? Nothing. It's a mother-daughter matter. You stay out of it. Laughed and said to Tai, on which Tai got angry and just controlled his laugh. You guys are a great couple, the Mafia boss and his con artist. I just pray for your kids to turn out okay. They all laughed and spent a life filled with happy moments, adventure and some freaky twists. The end. But before you unsubscribe, check out my new FF, Love with Diamond, JK, Tai and Vian. The first episode has already been uploaded. Here's a sneak peek.